Hey,
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a very special episode of a series that's yet to be named on
I was going
Discovery
to say, yeah,
SP.
it's not really special yet. No, this is the standard.
Yeah, right now this is the standard. Welcome to Across the Tabletop, uh, where we run various one-shots and mini campaigns of all different kinds of systems with a rotating cast and crew. Today, I'd like to introduce you all to my lovely friends. First up, Bread. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Hi,
Who's this
Bread.
guy?
Bread
I
is
was the Joker.
you
Oh,
were the iconic Catholic Joker on the
Mhm.
podcast. That's how
I
somebody
was.
know you. You were also a longtime member of the D&D campaign I constantly reference on the podcast as well.
That's also true. That's also true. I was that one. I was the clown.
Yeah, what
bird
was your name
boy.
again?
C. Reg, Greg Reg.
That's right, C-Reg. Yes, valued member of the party. Great chemistry. Very excited to have you back. Next up, we have Jack of Knights.
Hey.
of, of Jack of Knights fame from the JoJo series. And then,
We're
of
the same
course,
Joker,
we
yeah.
have this other guy named Tanhoney, but that's not
You know me. I've been in your dreams. We all know. You don't have to leave it in the comments every time.
And today we're going to be playing a one-page RPG by Grant Howitt, who's made all the silly one-page RPGs you've probably seen all over social media. This one is called Adventure Skeletons. So why don't we go down the list and everybody can introduce their skeleton character?
Absolutely. He's at the top of the list.
Bread. I'm
Bread?
going based on the VC list.
That's
Perfect. I need no time. It's easy. I have a dwarf skeleton whose name is Gumbo.
Nice.
Gumbo Scree.
Love Gumbo.
Gumbo Scree. Tiny little dwarf skeleton who has a scimitar and what is it? A leather armor? Yeah, just on. Actually, it says it's on a random piece. So
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead and
gonna roll it.
D10.
I'm gonna roll a d10. What's it on?
On
It's
your
on my head. I just have a helmet.
Let's
fantastic.
go.
Good,
What
perfect.
distinguishes you from the other skeletons?
I have my little hat. And I have my little scimitar, and I'm ready to be a real boy.
Hang on, did you roll a d10 or did you just roll a 10?
Oh, you just rolled a 10.
No, shh.
Inter.
He fucked
Banned.
it. All right, for that, your first characters. All right, looks like you got left
It's a
arm.
9. That's fine. I've got my little left arm.
This demonic left arm of mine sealed away.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like way bigger than the rest of his body.
Oh yeah, it's the one I'm holding my scimitar in. It's massive.
Yeah, huge.
It has muscles, even though it's bone.
It's still got flesh in there. Next up, Jack of Knights.
My name is Jiminy the Skeleton Goblin. I have armor on my torso and my left arm, and that's it.
Nice. And then last but not least, of course.
The name's Marrow. I'm a skeleton. I've been a skeleton for more than 1,000 years.
You ate the skeleton fruit.
I became a skeleton man.
And
I hold a bow and arrow in one hand, and in the other, a bow and arrow. I dual wield them, you see.
the problem is it says it's a two-handed weapon.
I have a solution. Over my 1,000 years of a skeleton, I've owned my combat art. By using one leg with each bow and arrow, I can fire them freely.
I don't know if I'll let you do that, but I would allow you to graft more arms onto yourself like Godric.
This guy's cool.
But yeah,
Well, I used to be a legend in the skeleton army.
you used to be a legend, but now you're nothing.
I died last week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm
okay.
kind of a big shot around here. Stick with me.
Can everyone type their respective character names in the general for easy reference? Smile.
Yeah.
Gumbo Scree. That's such a good one.
Look, it's the best way to create a character name. What are some fun mouth sounds?
Jiminy. I like the way Jiminy's spelled. It
That
defies
is
expectation. So, the three of you have just emerged from your old dungeon that a wizard told you to guard. You've been working for far too long, or for some of you, you just don't really like the idea of being raised back to life only to guard a dungeon, and have wandered into a nearby human dungeon. or village, as they call it. You're in search of villains to slay, treasure to acquire, and legendary deeds to perform. And as you approach this choice little town, you see a sign hanging up overhead that says Bergsville. Entering inside, the path ahead is paved with cobble, and you can see buildings raised in all which ways. A few things that stand out to you. Smoke pours out from a building towards the east. Towards the west, over a little river that runs through the village, there's a bridge, and then past that bridge looks to be a large bank with some sort of, large building with some sort of strange symbol on it. And then towards the end, if you keep going north down the path, there's a big castle. What do you all do?
I mean, the castle's clearly where the boss of this human dungeon is, so we want to save that until end.
The Giga Human, if you will, is really based there.
I've never seen one. I hear they're scary.
I've seen many over my 1,000 years of a skeleton. They're terrifying.
You're so cool, Nero.
Thank you, I know. They're twice as big as a normal human and twice as ugly.
I know that if we kill the boss, we get to become the new bosses.
Is that how that works?
This is in Skyrim.
Well, I believe you because I have no evidence that points to the otherwise.
You'll go far.
Perfect. There was the place with the symbol on it across the bridge. Is the symbol like completely foreign, or is it like?
Why don't you roll me a DC6, D10, see if you can discern the symbol.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
What do your eye sockets see?
Oh!
So the symbol you recognize from humans that have previously come into the dungeon you guarded. It seems to be on some of their pouches and on some of their little trinkets. It appears to be a symbol denoting their currency.
Guys, there's an item room over there.
Oh!
It's where they keep all the best loot.
That shivers me tibia.
Oh, I feel like we should go there if we want to beat the mega human.
Indeed. As one who has lived 1,000 years, I have experience in this field. They will usually keep powerful weapons and armor in such a place.
Want to go over and steal their riches.
Precisely. I've rubbed me palms together by the causes friction and can light fires.
Nice. Alright, so you guys are going to make your way over?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I want their riches.
So on your way down, as people notice you, are you wearing cloaks or are you all out in your full like skeleton?
A true skeleton would never hide the bones.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So as you walk down towards the building, you hear people shout in surprise and fear. They seem to run as you carve your way through the city. You hear them shouting something. It sounds like "Arr! Gar!" And after a short period of time, two humans. What'd you say?
You hear that? They're calling us gods.
They are primitive after all. It's no surprise.
Their speech is so beautiful and yet completely ununderstandable.
Hey, don't be a huaboo now.
So
Okay.
as you fight them, or sorry, as you make your way down, two humans approach, both wearing what appears to be full leather armor and holding spears. And they cross their spears between each other as you try to make your way past the bridge, blocking entry. And they go, "Hold up there! We don't want no skeletons in the bank."
Oh,
Promise. These must be the human king's lieutenants. I've never seen such level of armor.
wait, I know this must be some kind of riddle. Which one of you lies?
Well, I don't really trust Steven. Oh, come on now. I've never told a lie in my entire life. Well,
It's
you told
definitely
me
Steven.
that you didn't eat my sandwich, but you're the only other one on the watch, so... And they start bickering between the two of them.
Can I just walk?
Oh, what'd you say, Jack?
I'm very short. Can I just walk under their spears?
Why don't you roll me
They're also arguing, so
DC
they're probably distracted.
DC 6 check, sure. Oh wait, you're also a goblin, so you get a +1 to this.
Beyond.
Yeah, so as the two argue, you watch as Jiminy just casually walks underneath the spears and keeps going. What do the other two of you do?
I'm very genuinely waiting for them to figure out which one of them's the liar.
It's gonna be a while.
All right, well,
This is what happened, by the way.
in that case, I'll probably take Marrow's lead.
All right,
Hold
Mero.
now, humans. I know you've been under the rule of the Giga-Human and his tyrannical demands. We have come to free you from your bondage and grant you freedom eternal.
Free us? We're citizens of Bergsville, the freest city in the kingdom of Freeman. Wait, that's too topical. That's Dune. The freest city, the freest city in the kingdom of Kingsville.
Ice must flow, I know, but
What would you know about freedom, skeleton?
I'm free from meat and sinew, from nerve and brain. And yet,
Yeah.
look, I walk and speak eternal. There is none freer than I.
Yeah, you guys have those skeletons in you that I don't
Let
even
them
think
go.
you're using.
You meat prisons.
Meryl, why don't you roll a DC 8? You get a +1 because you're using skeleton knowledge and culture.
Wait, this is you.
Ooh.
You referenced the Dune, so is there spice here?
No, I didn't mean to. I just freedom was on my brain, so I went free men, and then I was like, wait, so I had to run it back.
Gordon.
So as you say that, they narrow their eyes and they go, "All right, no more playing around. You best walk away." Hey, wasn't there another one of yous?
No,
No, I'm just very wide.
he's very sensitive about it. He's big boned, didn't you know?
Please don't make fun of me.
Well, we wouldn't make fun of people for the way they look, but you can't be
Thank
here
you. Oh,
Why not? Why can't we be here?
because this is a town for humans.
that sounds like you're making fun of
I want you
are.
to know that I don't have lungs, so I very intentionally have to gasp. That's how shocked I was.
Skeletons
that
as monsters. They guard wizards' dungeons. We can't have them in our
Wow.
town.
Wow.
First of all, it's called freelancing.
Prejudiced. He's prejudiced.
You want a freelance? Here's one. And he goes to stab at you, so I'm gonna make
Oh no!
Leave it be!
I'm in front.
and he pops your right arm for a hitbox. Do you have a
Oh!
on that arm?
Let me check. Was it that arm? No, that's my left arm.
Alright, so your right arm
He's
takes
strategic
one
genius. He
hitbox.
went for the another one.
Ouch!
You watch as the lance stabs him, Marrow, and his right arm pops off of his body.
Oh,
I'm overcome by I wouldn't say blood rage because I don't have blood, but a bone rage.
Okay, are you gonna do
Wow.
something about it?
Over 1,000 years, I've watched many of my skeleton comrades be brutalized, so I'm not gonna abide this. I'm gonna assume the bow and arrow position.
Ooh, he's doing the fuga.
Yeah.
Alright, why don't you... Okay, so to attack, you have to roll to hit.
Okay.
How do you roll to hit? Da, 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 da. Okay, I think you just roll a d10. I'm going to say difficulty 6.
Okay. Well, if you hit, roll on location to see where you hit. Okay, so this is how it's an action first to see if we hit.
Yeah. And you're not missing a body part, so you don't have any malices. Ooh, so you draw back your bow and try to fire, but it dinks off his armor helplessly as the other one goes to take a stab at you now.
hey, that's rude. Stop it.
And do you have armor on your... Oh, you don't, Tan. So your right arm also takes a hit and pops off. Same arm.
Well, thank God I specifically mentioned earlier that I was
Which
holding the scimitar in my other hand.
True. You gonna take a slash at him?
I am.
So
That's rude.
So do I lose the right arm, or do I still have one left on there?
So you have one left, but it pops off until you put it back on, or something else on that's equivalent.
Yeah,
to a right
it's
arm.
not destroyed.
Yeah.
you
I
think you
think.
won just because I don't have an arm anymore?
Go ahead and make a DC 6 with a -1 because you're missing a body part.
Don't worry. -1.
I think you did it wrong.
Yeah, I think I did it wrong. Either way, it'd be a 4.
Yeah, you don't need to put spaces after between the things.
So you
But
go to
it'd be a
swing
4.
again, and unfortunately, your aim goes wide as the guard steps out of the way, and he goes, "These skeletons are really bad at their jobs." Meanwhile, what are you doing at the moment, Jiminy?
What do I see past the bridge here?
You see a large building with a big symbol on it that Gumbo informed you is where they keep their best items.
I want to go in there.
Are you going in there? You're gonna leave your
Yeah.
friends behind?
I will return for them when I have my riches.
Sure. So you enter inside.
I mean, I don't have any weapons. I can't help them.
And you see a man in a suit with a monocle sitting behind a wooden desk, and there's a very long line leading up to that desk. At least a dozen people.
I'm going to walk around the line.
People complain viscerally. It looks like they are going to attack you at any moment for daring to cut.
I'm not only going to walk around the line, I'm going to walk around the counter.
All right, go ahead. And are you trying to do this stealthily or just like assuredly?
Yeah, sure, I can do this stealthily.
Sure. Roll me a DC 8. You get a +1 because you're a goblin skeleton. So you make your way around, and just as you're about to get behind the counter, one of the people in line grabbed you, and it's a burly man, easily 6'8", wearing what looks like a shitty potato sack over his torso, and he picks you up by the scruff of your neck, or rather your neck bone, and holds you up in front of him.
I start yelling, "Help, help, I'm being repressed."
Go ahead and make another DC 8 check with just a D10.
Roll a pity check.
Yeah.
Yeah. He throws you against the far wall. And you're going to take 1 damage to your right arm, which pops off.
I would lose the fucking right arm.
Do you have armor on your right arm?
No, it's on my
Yeah, your
left
right arm
left
pops off,
wrist.
but you could stick it back on if you want.
I will do so.
Yeah, and it has 1 hitbox left. And he goes, "No cutting! Wait in line like everybody else."
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. Excuse me. Sorry, there seems to be a misunderstanding. I'm not here to wait in line. I'm here to go back there.
He's got a point.
DC 8 check again? I don't know.
He's not wrong. He's not lying.
It's not a lie, but...
I'm here to go back there.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Please continue. And the teller goes, excuse me, he's not supposed... And you walk behind the counter.
You are not supposed to be here, skeleton. This is for bank employees only.
I ignore him and I keep going.
Hey! Stop it once!
And he tries to leave the counter, and the big man grabs him, and he goes, "I need to make a withdrawal." As you go further inside the bank.
He really is.
Meanwhile, back to Gumbo and Marrow. You guys are having the fight of your lives against the lancemen. Presumably, you put your right arms back on.
Yeah, we do
of course.
cheese.
They advance forward with their lances, and they go, "I'm giving you one last chance to leave this town before we turn you into a pile of bones."
I was born a pile of bones, you ape.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
think-
shoot it.
You're gonna shoot him?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Go ahead, roll a DC 6. Holy shit. So you make this epic claim and you fire, and it like sinks into the water, and he hits you really hard again.
Take that as a warning.
That was the perfect distraction.
Your right arm is destroyed. It shatters into dust.
Oh, replace it with one of your bones.
He pokes your arm, and he goes, "Yeah, I warned you!" And you watch as the arm you've had your entire unlife crumbles in the dust in front of you. And you realize you no longer have a hand to pull back the string. But if you use that hand to hold the string... Oh, no.
Great job, Marrow. He's distracted. I'm going to slash at him.
Okay, go ahead and make a DC6 check.
Don't worry, guys. I got it. We're so good at
You
this.
swing again. He goes, "I'm starting to get upset about this." And this time he hits your left arm, which pops off.
Oh, that's the one with the armor on it.
Oh, it tanks the armor hitbox, and then the left arm pops off.
Ugh.
So you still have 2 hitboxes on that. And they say, we're gonna keep doing this all day. Do we have to call the rest of the guard here?
I can't believe these guards are bullying the disabled.
That's what it feels like at this point. We're no threat.
You could probably just like ignore us. Let's be real.
World's saddest skeleton invasion.
Please just let us go by, please.
Little skeleton.
Is this the tutorial?
It's time for you to go now. Join our comrades. I'll hold them off here.
You
Okay.
can't even fight. I mean, you can. It'll be a D3 though.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna walk by them. Hey,
Let
Mara
me
told me to
show you.
leave. I'm just gonna go.
Go ahead and
me
make
show
me a
you.
DC8 check.
The
Scumbo.
fruits of 1,000 years of training.
Barrel roll between them.
Yeah. You roll past, and as they turn around to like follow you, what do you say, Mara, to keep them
I was
there?
like, hey, who said you could look away from me?
They freeze for a moment and then slowly turn around.
See you,
I used
suckers.
a bit of my skeleton pressure.
Yeah, it's like instead of the menacing sound, it's like a sound of bones rattling.
Yeah.
The cymbals.
I've got like aura around me for no fucking reason.
My conqueror's hockey. You want to roll to use conqueror's hockey on these guys?
Sure.
All right, give me a DC 10 roll. I'll give you a +1 because you have skeleton lore and knowledge. No,
I was never gonna get that. I don't know why.
they attack you again.
Hold on, I thought I was gonna get an attempt to attack.
On the bright side, they seem so used to aiming for your right arm, they forgot it's gone and it hits air.
It seems my strategy paid off. I allowed you to sever my right arm. Now you're open.
This
At least
guy's
was
thinking 3 steps
open.
ahead. Wait, Gumbo, are you still here?
Yeah, he's gone.
Are you flanking?
No, I'm gone. I barrel rolled down the path like a fucking bowling ball.
Yeah, so you enter the bank and see the line in the teller, and you can see your friend behind the counter.
I'm gonna wave.
He's gone local.
I assume that he waited in line, so I'm gonna get in line.
Yeah, you get in line. People go, I didn't know
I'm
they-
assuming all of these people are here for their items.
The guy in front of you says, I didn't know they let skeletons in here. I thought
Everyone's
this was a
racist in
classy
this town.
place.
Don't worry, I'm very classy.
DC 4 check.
Okay.
He says, I don't think so. You take 1 emotional damage.
Oh. Okay.
Jack, what are you doing behind the counter?
I'm going to keep going back to find the riches.
Sure. You eventually come upon a large steel door with this big sort of wheel-looking thing attached to it.
I see. I want to try and turn the wheel and get inside.
You try to turn it, and there's a slight give, but by yourself, you're just not strong enough without any muscle fibers.
Okay. I'm going to go back and I'm going to go see my friend, and I'm like, hey, I need your help real
Hey.
quick. I need your
Okay.
help. Yeah, come back here.
DC 6
Okay.
check.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being summoned back by one of the bank employees, so.
The big guy says, hey! That guy was clearly in line! No cutting!
Don't worry. He'll go back where he was in a second. I just need him to help me with something real quick.
DC 6 check, I guess.
Oh wait, I accidentally rolled a D10.
Or, sorry,
D6
D10,
instead of
D10, yeah,
D10.
sorry. That's
Yeah.
my fault, I said it wrong. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
You're stealing all my good rolls. You're a vampire.
make your
You can
way-
tell because I'm clearly a larger skeleton.
Yeah, you make your way both back with ease. And as you pull open the vault door, you find
Oh,
magic armor for
whoa.
for a torso. So it has
Ooh.
+2 hitboxes, but it heals its hits at the start of every fight.
Ooh.
You also find a hat of subterfuge. Whoever wears it gets
Ooh.
+2 to attempts to
Ooh,
disguise
I
themselves.
want the hat. I want
Oh
the
yeah,
hat.
you could take the hat.
I want the hat.
And then lastly, you find the potion of repair, which clears all marked hitboxes, one use only.
Oh my
Ooh.
god, Mero's gonna love this.
Mero's gonna need that. I'll put on the
Meanwhile-
torso armor.
Mara, the
For
two
now.
guards surround you. You feel a pressure you've never felt in your life before. What do you do now, hero?
It's been millennia since I had a heart to beat, but right now, this situation really does rattle me bones. And then I want to go apeshit.
All right, go ahead and roll me a DC8 check.
Why am I rolled so high?
Because you don't have a weapon and you have one arm. Also, you have -1
that's
because you
true.
only have one arm.
Yeah, I'm going berserk mode though.
Look, you can replace it with something. Replace it with your bow.
I'm trying to stick my bow on the roof first.
You've got 2 of them.
You stick your bow in place of your right arm, and you realize that now that you've done that, you can draw with the other arm and take aim. But now you have a bow arm with no fingers. But I'll allow it.
This is how a skeleton gets serious.
All right, if you do
Man.
that, oh! Roll d6.
That's what was needed.
Roll d6.
Why didn't Green Arrow do this in Batman in Dark Knight Returns?
So you pull back the string, and one of them sinks in a guard's eye. He goes, oh! And he falls backwards into the river as blood starts to fill the water, and he starts sinking down below. And the other guard goes, "You killed my friend!" And he goes to try and strike at you.
Yeah, that's what happens.
And he whacks your torso for 1 hitbox. What do you do now, hero?
I look at it and go, don't worry, you'll join him soon.
All right, DC6.
And he came in close to me, right? I've got the arrows still. Can I just, like, stab him with an arrow?
Yeah, but it would be reduced damage. But I'll allow for
Oh, never mind.
roll.
I'll shoot him. I'll do it for the D6 then.
All right, go for it. Roll DC6 to hit. That's a hit. Roll D6. All right, so once again, hang on. It has to be... Oh, you have to beat there. Okay, so this time you shoot him in the chest, and he doesn't quite go down, but he looks like he's been weakened. His blood dribbles out from the hole, and he starts to circle around you. And he goes, "Only one way this can go, skeleton man." He's gonna take another swing at you. And your torso, or not your torso, your left arm pops off. So your torso and your left arm have both popped off, unfortunately. Which makes you
You're
look very
just a
silly.
head on a pelvis.
Pretty much. More importantly, though, you can't use your bow like that. Your one bow arm. And he...
I can't use my bow, you say? Let me show you how we used bows during the true war. And I go just whacking around the head with it.
All right, go ahead and roll me a DC6 at -2 because you're missing 2 body parts.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah, you rolled a D6. Go ahead and roll again. Ooh. Yeah, he beats you to death.
It beats me to death.
He hits you in your head and your head falls off.
I'm going to fall backwards like that killed me.
DC 4 check to play dead. -3.
Hold on. No, I don't accept that because that should be more convincing.
Would that -3?
You know what? I'll give you no malice because you're trying to be dead.
Yeah,
For
there's
only
no.
this.
That makes no fucking sense.
Out of all the things to not minus from missing body parts.
Did he still fucking fail?
I'll give you the +1 because you're a pro at skeleton knowledge and culture.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
skeleton tactic.
So yeah, you basically Family Guy death pose is just a a bow and two legs and a pelvis, and the rest of you detach. And he goes, "That's what happens when a skeleton comes to Bergsville, innit?" And he returns to his post, which is right in front of where you died.
He just loses aggro.
I'm gonna lie there until he looks away and I can reattach my bow arm and take a shot at him.
All right. Meanwhile, you guys have just gotten your treasure, but how are you going to get out without people seeing what you've stolen?
That's a good point. Well, I mean, the hat you could probably put like inside. We could. All right. At minimum, we could put the potion in the hat.
I am going to put on the hat.
Oh, good idea.
And I'm going to disguise myself as the bank teller.
Of course.
And I'm going to go sit up at the counter, and I'm going to ding the bell and say next. Next.
Who's wearing the magic armor, by the way?
Me.
Cool. That's torso armor. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a DC 6 with a +2, Jack?
Can I have another +1 because of my goblin?
Sure.
Wait, you're too short. Here, sit on my shoulder.
You can have a +1 for aid. So yeah, you go to the teller and you ding and you say next one, and the guy goes,
You are not with the bank! You are not anyone I know!
and
Shut up.
And the line divides in half.
Someone goes,
Perfect. That's our way out.
Yes, I'd like to withdraw 10 gold pieces, please.
Yes, come with me. And I lead them
okay.
to the back.
She follows you by and goes,
That isn't where the money is! Guards!
and you hear shouting in the distance, Tan, as the guard from the bridge turns around and starts waddling off towards the bank.
I'm not going to let him get away. Immediately, I'm going to roll over, slap my left arm back on, and like from the ground, like take a shot at his back.
Oh, DC 4. He doesn't expect it. Roll a D6. You only have to get higher than 3. All right, so you shoot him in the back, and more blood dribbles, but he turns around, and he goes, I'm not gonna lie, you had me there, Fred. And he lunges towards you.
So what? Has he not lost any toughness in this fight, then?
He has. He started at 4. You rolled 4. You have to beat their toughness. So he went to 3, and then you rolled 3. So he's at 2 now.
I didn't hear no bell, meatball.
I didn't hear no
He
bell.
stabs your left arm. It disintegrates.
Oh.
Good. It's finally a fair fight.
Okay, what do you do now?
The last mistake you were allowed was taking my head off. Get him! And my head leaps off the ground to like bite his throat.
All right, go ahead and roll me a DC 6 check. Or sorry, D10. Yeah, all right, roll a D3.
There you go.
D6, you mean? I'm not rolling a D3.
No. When you don't use a weapon, you have a D3.
Oh yeah, when you're just punching him.
What?
It says without a weapon, you do D3 damage. He's so upset with me. You bite his ankle, and he goes, "Oh, that really hurt!" He reduces to 1 toughness, and he goes to stab you again. Your pelvis takes a blow as it ponks right off of your body.
I have an idea.
It's a pile of bones, basically.
I feel like now's our chance.
Well, you're not here, though.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
Quick,
You said that
you need to go deliver the repair thing to Tanhoney.
exactly.
So
I know that he's in
I'll
trouble.
hold
We've
him.
got the stuff.
I'll hold them off here. I say as I put on glasses and help people at the bank.
They're all
It's an endless
distracted.
chain of I'll hold them off
You
here between
are
two different
not
locations.
a member of the bank!
and the teller walks up to you, and he goes,
You're a fraud!
I point at him. What's to say you're not the fraud here?
DC 8 plus 2.
I don't. You know what? I don't remember you. Can you show me your ID?
DC 8 check plus 2.
Can I have a plus
You
1 because
may-
I'm trying to skip.
No, you may not have the goblin, but I will give you the disguise hat bonus.
Damn it.
He goes, My ID is right here, sir!
And he pulls out his ID, and of course his name's
I
fucking
I-
Pendleton.
Yoink! Yoink! Yoink!
I take the ID from him.
DC 4 check? No bonus?
Can I give him a +1 by kicking him in the shin?
Sure, you can take a +1. Yeah, you snatch the ID, and he goes,
Hey, that was me!
and then the crowd goes, I don't know, that looks a lot like him, I think.
I already have it pinned on my jacket.
Well. Looks like we found out who the real imposter is, innit? So, Pemberton, where's your ID? And he goes,
He took it from me!
Everyone, get him!
They all get him, like a cartoon dust cloud of fighting. You hear bones snapping, screams of horror.
With Jiminy still on my shoulders, I'm just gonna sprint out.
You know that scene in Smiling Friends when they beat the forest demon? It's like that.
Yeah.
And they just start kicking the shit. It's like really brutal. It's like flesh flying out. He's gonna be a skeleton soon.
Yeah. Another one.
First you short the stock exchange, now you're pretending to be a bank teller. Where's my goddamn money? They're just beating the shit out of him.
I'm gonna run out of the building and hopefully we can aid Marrow.
Oh, easily. You see, well, it's kind of an epic battle. He's killed one guard and the other's heavily wounded, but your friend is also barely stitched together.
Don't
I
worry.
stitched together though, because my pelvis came off. I'm
Yeah.
a torso, head, which was already detached.
Yeah, so
I am-
he's
I am
basically a
just
bow
pieces.
for an arm, legs, and that's it.
And this guy's like almost dead, right?
Yeah, he looks pretty weak.
Don't worry. I know. Even though I haven't been a
No, you
skeleton
wouldn't
for
work on
long,
me.
even though I haven't been a skeleton for long, I know how to take this guy down. I'm gonna get on my hands and knees behind him in tabletop position.
Ooh, okay, roll a DC6. D10, you got this.
Oh, D10.
So,
We are pathetic.
you take a hit to your torso, which the magic armor absorbs. It pops off as you get flung into the river and start floating down it.
I've distracted him. Now's your chance.
You shouldn't have looked away from me. Man. I keep going out these cool fucking lines I get owned again and again.
Go ahead and
I
make
just-
a DC4 check.
I'm just going to use all my bones. I'm going to act like this is my strategy. My bones have been scattered, and now they all come in to crush me in between them.
Okay, roll a
Didn't this
DC6.
happen in like the Green Day fight in part 5?
Oh my god! So you bring all your bones together, and on screen the words pop in like impact font hit. It goes bone coffin, and he just breaks out of it and stabs you.
Ancient skeleton technique. Bone coffin.
He stabs your pelvis and it crumbles to dust.
You'll be owing me a replacement for that human.
I think
You
your
can
time's up, skeleton.
Exactly. I have no more time to play with you. And I use my other ancient skeleton technique where I dislodge the teeth in my skull and spit them at him like bullets.
DC6.
Oh,
I love the idea of like all these anime attacks and none of the D1D3.
You say I lured him into a false sense of security.
All you have to do is roll better than a 1. Let's go! So he
Let's go!
finally, you see your friend and you're like, oh no, this is the end of Marrow, surely. And you see a technique you've never witnessed before. Only a skeleton who's lived 1,000 years could be capable of
Could have
performing
mastered
it.
it.
His front tooth lodges in, like, right between his eyes. And you watch, and he falls backwards dead.
Stand proud, human guard. You were the
Floating down the
strongest I've
river.
fought in these 1,000 years of life.
You may loot his own bones to replace the ones you lost.
floating
Stand
down the
proud,
river.
human.
God, he's so cool.
At the
I'm
same time this is happening, I ding the bell and say next.
Stand proud, human. I'll never forget you as long as I live.
As you say
And I
that,
replace my bones.
and he looks at you with such hate, and you replace your bones, you notice something. Underneath his guard uniform, he's got on a strange black robe with an eerie red symbol that looks like a dagger dripping with blood.
You are part of some organization, No wonder you are so powerful.
He's dead now, and dead men tell no tales.
Objectively wrong. We're all skeletons.
Yeah,
we're not-
I tell nothing but tales of my 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You just gonna work at the bank for the rest
is that
of
a
the
full
session,
heal
Jack?
for me?
Full heal except for the parts that are partially damaged, unless you want to replace them just cause.
I'd replace him just cause.
Yeah.
This guy's got a fine
So
scope.
you get your arms back. You now have your weapon normal. Everything's healed. You've basically replaced more than half your body with his, which let's not try not to think too hard about.
Well, no, it's fine. He was powerful, so you've grown in power.
Among the skeleton army, they call me Ship of Theseus.
My God.
You've seen why, of course. My skeleton
you
techniques.
can't replace your head because of how it works, but I'll say you can heal it by filling in the cracks with his bone shards or whatever.
Like that fucking like Japanese pottery thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's got like bits of his slightly differently colored bone in it. All right. So you meet up with.
I guess you're saving the potion for later if you're doing that with your skull.
Mm.
You meet up with Grumbo. Also,
I think I'm getting my edge back.
the damage your magic armor takes heals up miraculously, Grumbo, as you pull yourself to shore here. But it seems your friend is still in the bank for some reason.
I ding the bell. Next.
They're too busy beating the other guy to death.
Jiminy!
Is gurgling.
Jimmy, come on! Let's go!
God, we've defeated the king's lieutenant.
Take the bell!
I look sadly at my new job as a bank clerk, and I go to follow my
You've
friend.
got like
You
a
can
whole
break
life
the
now.
bell!
The kids are like, Dad, where are you going? I have to go somewhere.
I take the bell with me as a memento.
Okay, good.
It's like, it could never have been.
You take the bell with you.
It would have never worked out.
So you three make your escape from the bank. Where do you head next?
We've got this cool loot. There's that smoking building, and then there's the boss chamber. Which do we
So
want to
what
go
kind of
to?
cool items did we find, by the way?
Oh, I mean, we got this. I got this cool armor for my torso. Jimmy got that cool hat, and I got you a neat potion if you want it.
This entire time I've been imagining the hat looking exactly like Zeppeli's hat from part 1.
That is exactly what it looks like.
I think there's like a bottle of mellow yellow.
To be fair, it's drawn on the sheet if you look up, and it looks kind of like his hat, but just not checkered. So you can say it's checkered.
Yeah, there's this cool potion. I think it's like lemon lime. If you want it.
It gives you a potion, Marrow.
What does it do?
I think it fixes you up real good. If you're,
Well, I'm fully
if you're
fixed.
beat
I've
up.
already done some field repairs.
So
Oh, perfect.
as you discuss, you notice there are people in similar robes to the one you saw in the guard, and they're all heading towards the castle.
Hmm.
Be careful. The guard was wearing a uniform just like that. It must mean they're the strongest humans.
Ah. They must be the minions of the boss.
I take the cloak from the dead body and I put it on.
You do so.
Smart. It wouldn't fit me.
It gives you a +1 to disguise yourself as whatever has that thing. Those people.
I immediately
I
already.
also want to imagine, because imagine how fucking gory that guard's body is now in the street. He's like wrestled his bones out of him.
I already feel the delusion setting in as I start to believe I'm a member of this cult now.
Yeah, all of a sudden you feel like an urge to kill.
That's no different.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, it's encouraged now. You feel less bad. But yeah, where do you guys head next?
Do you want to head to the smoke shack?
It's been a long time since I have huffed smoke. I don't have lungs anymore. As a child, I would huff smoke day in and day out.
Don't
You remember
get
the
caught up on
dungeon
the
smoke
lungs.
traps?
It makes us all sad.
Classic.
So as you make your way towards the smoke...
Oh, if you want some lungs, I think this guard might have some.
I take the lungs and I start using
I
them.
just
like
gotta
a bong.
pry the ribs open and it's a fit.
I start using his lungs like a bong.
Yeah,
This guy's like some kind of meat loot box.
You're huffing
There's so
carbon
many-
monoxide.
there's so many
Carbon
goodies.
dioxide, rather.
Oh,
Kidney ball catch.
This is like
I got it.
harvesting organs in pathologic now.
it is.
You
Me-
blow the
me and
lungs
my
up like a
friend
balloon and
broke-
tie them up into different shapes.
Playing a traditional game of kidney ball.
I toss the kidney back to Marrow.
This one catch. I'm so glad I left the dungeon.
Can you roll
My
me a
friends.
DC6 check, Jiminy?
Okay.
While you're playing kidney ball, caught up in a moment of childlike glee, you feel your head feels slightly lighter.
Oh, I see.
It's already pretty light. There's no brains in there.
And you
Mhm.
see running down away towards the smoke building is a smaller human carrying the hat, scurrying down.
No, I run after him.
You're gonna run after the child.
He's not. Yes, I'm running after him.
I'm gonna run after Jiminy.
The way you said that, like you're on fucking all fours, feral.
Yeah.
Unlocked beast mode. All right.
But
So,
Feral
like,
sadness.
there's a red light shining from behind my eye sockets now. Get back to me.
Oh,
I'm gonna start
he's
bowling
begun
ball
to
rolling
awaken.
after him.
I'm gonna jog after.
so you guys follow, and the kid tries to lose you through a series of winding alleyways. People sort of gasp at you as you run past, but you pay them no heed, following in his footsteps until he climbs up. He's about halfway up a flight of stairs in an alleyway as you approach, and he looks down at you and he goes,
Oh, why won't you just get lost already?
Marrow, shoot that child with your bow and arrow.
Alright.
Get him.
I never refuse the plea of a fellow skeleton.
oh my god, DC4 check.
Skeleton technique. Perfect point.
DC4, D10. Okay, roll a D6. Yeah, you fucking shoot the kid in the chest and he falls off the balcony and
Ugh.
dies.
I take my hat back and I put it back on my head.
You do so.
Take nothing from us and we will take nothing from you.
There's a pool of blood forming underneath him.
This one's small. It must have been like one of the minions.
Oh, you fool! It's clearly a goblin.
I was about to say, is this what goblins are like?
He looks
Course.
very young.
We skeletons only have a vague understanding of the different races, but we've managed to reverse engineer accurate depictions based on the different skeleton shapes.
Wow,
It's like
you're so smart,
fucking
Meryl.
paleontology when they've got dinosaurs that look nothing like them.
As you discuss, you hear the most distraught wail of your life go, "My son!" And you look and you see the most jacked guy of all time with a big blacksmith's hammer and an apron on. And
That must be the sorcerer who summoned the minion.
That's the Giga Human?
He goes, "You killed my son!" And he clenches his hammer and walks forward.
No.
We just got here. We just found the body.
DC 10 check on that one, Brett.
No.
Give me a DC 10 check.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he fucking bashes you with a hammer.
Oh.
What are you doing? Leave him be!
That's a hit to your pelvis as it falls off.
Ouch.
Wait a moment, and
I've been golf clubbed.
I'm going to use the hat to disguise myself as
The
child! as a guard, as one of the royal inspectors, and I'm like, wait a moment, these two are in my custody for the murder of that child over there.
A DC 8 check plus 2.
Yeah.
He goes, "I'll kill you!"
Can I offer any support?
He runs to swing at you.
I don't think we're gonna be able to offer
He
enough.
bashes you in the torso with his hammer.
Aha, but my armor defended me.
Ah, yes, that's true. It takes a hit.
I figured it out, comrades. These humans are under the control of the Giga Human. That's why they're so violent. You two, go to the castle and defeat the evil sorcerer. I'll hold him
He's
off.
cast some sort of spell on them.
Okay,
That's
I
why he's so
understand.
enraged.
I understand, and I scuttle away like a
Well, you
little...
need to carry the gob. He's got no legs. You need to carry him.
Wait, that must be what the smokehouse is. It's where he has all his summoners and wizards.
Ah.
He goes,
The
"That's
two of you go on ahead. I'll play with this one.
Okay.
roll me a DC 6 check to get away, you two."
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I am because I'm super armored up. I'm gonna stay here to help kill this guy.
Okay.
All right, DC 4 check if it's just Jack leaving. All right, Jack, you grab your
I
pelvis.
scuttle away.
Yeah.
I scuttle away like a little roach.
You scuttle away. Meanwhile, you two face down the blacksmith, and you see him reach behind his back, and he pulls out a second hammer to dual wield.
Things are finally getting interesting.
Your best, foul sorcerer.
All right, who's making the next hit?
My name is Marrow, commander of the Bone Parade.
Yeah.
And
I'm
you.
repeating my name.
Hi, my name's Gumbo. I hope we can be friends.
My name is Ulog, hero of the last crusade against the Demon King and blacksmith of Bergsville. You'll die here for what you've done.
Oh, I thought he was a wizard.
And he raises both his hammers.
Ah! Stab him in the chest.
Do you have a scimitar?
Yes.
All right, roll DC 6 check.
Oh, 6.
Oh, roll a D6 damage. All right.
What?
He reduces to toughness 7 as he goes to swing with both hammers
Oh.
on you.
Oh.
While he's focused on him, can I try step into his shadow and strike him from behind? Skeleton technique, silent shiver.
Uh, sorry.
Skeleton technique. Dirty trick.
To your pelvis and your head, Gumbo. Go ahead, DC 4 check for your secret technique attack, Marrow. Yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll 1d6.
He just realizes I'm suddenly behind him.
Roll 1d6.
Was one of those
plus
one of those hits was to the pelvis?
Yeah, 1 to pelvis, 1 to head.
Okay. Ow.
All right, his toughness reduces to 6 as he whirls around and tries to whack you with both hammers. That's 1 to your head and 1 to your right arm.
I see.
And then, I presumably Gumbo next?
Yeah. Well, my pelvis is broken,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm just
Shatters
the
to
torso.
Listen, even if you are just dust, you still have the will of a skeleton. If you
You're
have no
right.
woman,
I'm not
use
gonna
your
give
bones.
up.
If you have no bones, use your marrow.
That's you're so wise, Miro. Anyways, I'm just gonna fucking stab him again.
Yeah, go ahead. D6 standard.
Of course. 9.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Roll your D6 damage.
See, that was the way pep talk.
All right, his toughness reduces to... Oh, well, you rolled it wrong, but I don't think you could have killed him regardless. It reduces to 5, though. And he's going to go swing at you again with both hammers. That is... Ooh, 2 to your torso. I think your armor tanks both of that. And it'll heal after the fight, but now your torso's vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right, anything from you, Mr. Marrow?
Skeleton technique. Joints break. And I'm going to fire an arrow at the back of his leg.
Go for it. DC 6 check. Nice. D6 damage.
Word it down.
You fire one at the back of his knee as he goes to 4 toughness, and he swings 2 hammers at you, and he goes, I will not falter! And
Oh,
you
no.
take 1 damage to your left arm, which I believe breaks it, and 1 to your right arm.
I don't think it does, because I healed it before.
Oh, I thought he hit you again on your left arm earlier. Maybe not.
It was right arm.
Oh, okay, well, your right arm's destroyed then.
Well, he didn't hit. What do you mean he hit me on? Why is my right arm destroyed?
So he hit you in your right and your left arm with this attack. His dual.
Oh, right.
All right, and then anything from you, Gumbo?
Oh man. I'm inspired. Skeleton technique.
He's awakening a skeleton technique.
Spinning bone barrage, and I'm just gonna spin around, and I'm gonna try and gut him like a fish.
Ooh, DC 4.
I think your skeleton technique is so much better than all the ones I've done.
You've got this, buddy. That's a
4.
D6.
Like my
D6.
skeleton technique, my last skeleton technique was like I shoot an arrow at him.
4.
His toughness reduces to 3. He goes to whack you with both hammers, and he goes, "You killed my son." That's
Wrong.
1 to your.
Your son was born dying. Now at least he has the chance to be a skeleton one day.
One to your head, one to your left leg.
That's okay. I have 3 health to my head because I'm a dwarf.
That's right. Oh yeah, and you have an extra chest too.
Yep.
Oh, man, you're tanky. All right, Tan.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna stay here because I can take fucking hits.
Are you presumably equipping your bow arm again so you can shoot?
Yeah. The reason you lost, I say, is it's like slap it on, is because you underestimated the milk we drink.
All right, go
Skeleton
ahead.
technique, death from above, and I just fire a volley of arrows up into the sky to come down on him.
That's a hit. Roll d6. You need to get higher than a 3 to finish him.
Come on. Yes!
You watch as the arrows fall down, and even still, as he's pelted, holes opening all in his body, he's lumbering towards you with hammers raised. And just when you think, surely this is the end, you see him fall. Wait,
can I actually do something cool?
He dies standing, and he's like holding both hammers up. And he's just.
Can I actually do something cool?
Sure, what?
I want to reach out with my remaining hand and poke him in the chest to push him back.
You do so, and he collapses backwards.
Stand proud. You were the strongest human I have faced. I say this to every human I fight, yeah.
So
we do keep encountering stronger and stronger humans.
There are enough
because we're getting to the core of their territory.
Do either of you have the same destroyed bones right now?
So I'm missing my right arm, I believe.
I'm only missing my pelvis.
Okay, so you guys can both heal off of this guy. I didn't know if any one of you would have to use child bones or not.
No,
I think we should be good.
If you loot his hammers, you can treat each hammer the same as a scimitar.
Can I? Well, could we got some spare arms floating around now? Could I try and get an extra pair of arms to use the double bow and arrow technique?
That's true.
I'll say you can replace your arm, and you can have one extra arm because he would have one arm left, and you can graft it on.
Well, there's the kid as well, is what I mean.
Wow. You can use a stubby little kid arm. You can.
Yeah, they can do the fucking Sukuna.
It's like vestigial bug arms.
I will say these aren't extra hitboxes, but basically these arms, yeah.
I just want somebody to be able to use both bow and arrows.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you acquire it.
Finally, I've regained my form from 1,000 years ago.
If possible, I'd also like to use parts of the blacksmith's skull to repair my own, because it's pretty bad right now, and this guy looked like he was pretty thick-headed.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, these hammers were so dangerous. They must be, like, legendary artifacts. We should take one each.
They must be. I'll take one of his hammers.
You can treat them functionally as scimitars, one-handed d6 damage.
Wow.
All right. Meanwhile, Jack, you approach the castle with your costume and your hat, and you see more and more people with these robes filing in. And in the front, there's a giant man holding a great axe with like a hood over his head.
Okay, I put my hood over my head and my hat. Like both.
You're going to try and sneak through?
Yes.
D6 check plus 3.
The thing, I think Jiminy fully believes himself to be one of these people right now.
Yeah, you
very
easily...
fluid identity.
Method actor.
You easily slip inside.
Yeah, Jiminy mentally thinks he's one of these guys now.
And you see, as you enter, there's long lines of people. There must be at least 50, all filing upwards, up the stairs, going further, deeper inside the castle. And as you follow them, you eventually come to the throne room. And in front of the throne is a cross. And you see a man in a crown pinned to it, bleeding heavily. And all around him is a circle. And there are robed figures chanting and bowing.
Oh, I mimic their chants and their bowing.
You do so, and it fills you with a sense of purpose.
I see. I'm going to continue doing that until my friends arrive or until something happens.
Sure, absolutely.
I have become part of... I'm sorry, but I've become part of the cult.
You've real methoded into this.
I think Jiminy is like completely delusional is the thing.
Just wants a place to belong.
Alright, so you guys are heading inside?
Yeah, I suppose.
Are you going to use the repair potion, Tan, on your broken armor? Or did you ever have armor?
I never had armor.
Okay. So
It would reduce my speed and prevent me from using all my skeleton technique.
the two of you, are you heading to the smoke building or to the castle?
It's a good question.
Hmm.
I feel like if we take out the smoke building first, that might be where he has all his wizards, and we won't get attacked. It'll lessen his minion supply.
It's a good idea. Let's do it.
Mhm.
Let's put an end to the smoke with our fire.
Let's get this guy.
So you head to the building, and it's empty save for one man tapping his finger impatiently against the counter, waiting for something. He seems shocked to see you arrive, though, and he goes, "Skeletons in Bergsville!"
Hi.
Hello,
Hello.
we've come to free you.
Free me? I'm as free as I get. I'm a citizen of the Kingdom of Kingsville.
That word you said, king. How are you free?
Roll DC 6 check.
Yeah. No kings, no masters, dog.
Fuck. When you say it like that,
Please take this. I extend the skeleton manifesto.
DC 8 check with plus
Well,
one.
what?
Plus
I'll
one
just
because
give
you're
it to him.
skeleton.
Damn.
He takes it and he starts reading it. And he goes, "I get it now." And he reaches his hands up to his head and he digs his fingernails in and he starts peeling. And it's a grotesque sight. You see blood and viscera as he slowly, from the top down, starts to peel off the outer layer of his body. And then one by one, he starts to take out each organ and throw it onto the ground until he's
You
not
see now,
but a skeleton.
that
I'm
was
not gonna
not
stop
what gave
him.
you life. Those were your shackles, brother.
Look, everyone's got their own thing they gotta go through.
My name is no longer Jonathan. My name is Bones Johnson.
Yeah, Bones
Not
Johnny.
to him, but, okay.
Literally this gif.
And he goes,
All right, Johnny B.
goes, "Oh, I want to go on an adventure.
Yeah, come with us, bro.
Can I?"
Yeah,
Pause.
we're gonna go take out the boss in their little boss dungeon. What's in here? What was this building?
I was waiting to
This-
get my sword made back when I was a slave. But now that I'm free, I suppose any weapon'll do.
The sword made by a blacksmith?
Yes, how'd you know?
Yeah, you weren't
Oh.
getting that.
Yeah, you weren't getting that. We dealt with him and his foul magics.
He said it was just finishing up in the forge.
Oh,
Ooh la la!
I'm gonna go check on that.
Sure.
Here, actually, I took this off of him. You should have it, and I'm just gonna give him my old rapier.
He goes, "Wow."
It's a skeleton artifact. Handle it.
Yeah. From one skeleton to another. Anyways, I'm gonna check on this cool sword.
You go check, and the sword is like basically the same scimitar you gave him, but way better. It's got like gems in the hilt, and it's glowing with an ethereal energy. It's a magic scimitar, plus
Oh,
one to
yeah.
hit damage.
I'd say it's a
Oh, Lord.
mid-level human artifact.
Yeah, and when you hold it, you feel power brim through you.
Oh yeah.
Anything else
Ow.
with the blacksmithy?
Man, this one's cool.
And
Do we want to see if what is it? Do we want to get a weapon for a little friend who's decided to become part of a cult? Except I don't know that. Weapon for Jiminy? I don't think he has anything.
This is a blacksmith. I'd be surprised if they don't have anything.
Yeah, get him a little dagger or something.
Yeah, he's a sneaky little guy.
He's a sneaky guy. We'll find like a dagger for Jiminy.
Okay, you search around. Go ahead and roll me DC 6 check.
Yeah,
Don't fuck it up.
6.
You find a dagger.
All right.
Wow.
You did it.
Well,
Looted the blacksmithy.
we've completed this side quest.
Yeah.
Now for the main boss. Johnny B, come with us.
No, I'm free now. I only do what I want. And he starts
Johnny
following-
B, do you want to come with us?
He starts following behind you.
All right, bro.
The only one who decides what happens to me is me.
That's so real.
He's so real for that.
Are you headed
He's
to
so
the
real for
castle?
that. Yeah.
Let's go. It's time to save the world.
So as you make your way to the castle, you see these figures in robes similar to what your friend Jiminy was wearing, all filtering in. Only at the front is a massive man with a big great axe and a hood pulled over his head. What do you do?
That's a good question.
You
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 got any
man.
ideas?
Are you talking to the big guy?
Yeah.
He looks at you.
We know all about the foul magics you've been using, controlling that child and that blacksmith to oppose us. Cease your mischief.
Roll DC 10. Alright, he's gonna hit you.
Okay.
That is your pelvis. Consider it hit by a great axe as he walks forward, and this guy looks real big.
He fucking crop shots you.
Oh God.
He goes, this next
I want to
week.
run out.
Oh god, Jack, what happened to your mic?
Jack's been possessed by the demon, yo.
Jack, it's so bad.
You've really gotten into character as a cultist.
You sound like a static demon.
It's called method acting.
It's called method acting.
It's called method acting, yo.
Why are you Erwin from Grim?
I realized that while I was talking. I just gotta turn into Erwin, yo.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandy.
Okay.
I can't see past it.
I want to run out front and be like, wait, these are my cousins. Please spare them.
DC 8 check. You roll a D10, not a D8.
Roll again. You roll
Oh,
a
sorry.
D8.
It's okay. He stops slashing, and he goes, "Don't cause any trouble."
What
Yeah.
you mean, don't cause any trouble?
He. All right, he's gonna attack you again.
No, wait.
He's like halfway through hefting the axe. Stops.
Wait.
What do you say?
That's why I say, no, wait.
Wait for what?
The sun to rise again. It's all gonna be okay.
Roll
That was beautiful.
roll a DC 6. I don't know. He's gonna hit you again.
As he's bringing it down, I look at him and go, I forgive you.
He stops just before it connects with your left leg. Tears. You could hear him sobbing underneath the hood. That's all I ever wanted was to do good in this world.
I reach out a skeletal hand. Let's go home.
Goes, my village burned down.
Then we'll make a new
It
one.
was attacked.
Danny, you seducing this guy?
No, I'm like a fatherly presence.
Roll DC 4 to heal his inner child.
The village was burnt down. That's what water's for.
He hugs you.
I hook him back.
Congratulations, you've befriended the guard of the castle. He lets you through.
When this is over, no, I shan't say it. And I go in.
I'm really happy I held back because I was waiting to go, all right, perfect distraction. I stab him.
Alright, the three of you head upstairs, and you see the sight
I
that...
talked no jutsu to him, I actually did.
Well, you see what Jiminy
He
saw.
did.
A man in a crown pinned up on a cross, bleeding heavily, and there's a circle around him, and a bunch of people are chanting something around it.
I point at him and I whisper to my friends, "We're having some sort of cool pajama party here."
And he's the head of the house, and he's not going to let them stay up. We've got to
Yeah.
kill him.
I think I understand. Yes.
Yeah,
This is the guy.
this
The
is the
root of all
guy.
evil.
We got to take him down. I'm going to charge.
At the
Are you not
man who's
gonna- are you not-
crucified?
Are you not
Yeah.
gonna give me? Are you not gonna give me the dagger?
Yes, I am gonna give you the dagger, and then I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge it, and I'm gonna say, "Unhand him! We need to take him down once and for all."
You stab him, and everyone stops chanting. And you realize he's already dead as blood begins to leak down his side. And the crown
Dead.
falls off to the ground and begins rolling slowly. Everyone watches as it rolls.
Dead.
Hang on.
Never dead. Just sleeping. Inside that bed of meat.
think that's
Skeleton
wrong.
brother! Wake up!
You hear a rumbling. As something, you see his body start to squelch and inflate as it struggles to hold whatever's inside. And a skeleton far larger than should fit inside such a frail, noble body emerges, 10 feet tall, with great horns like an ox. And
Whoa.
he grabs the crown and crushes it in his hands. And
Hey,
looks-
this guy's on the same side as us.
And he looks
skeleton
to
dog.
you three, and he says, "Kneel."
I kneel immediately.
I kneel.
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel.
I'm part of the cult.
This is
I
like
kneel.
God showing up.
This is another skeleton. This guy's cool.
Swear fealty to the King of Bones.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I swear the dearest fealty to you, O King of Bones.
I swear.
Johnny B, you cool with this?
I'm a free man! And Johnny B charges towards the king,
We don't know him.
and he gets hit once,
We don't
and he
know
turns
him.
to dust.
All right, I'm gonna swear fealty.
I've been swearing fealty this whole time, my king.
All right, I guess the session ends there with you swearing fealty to the new skeleton lord of Bergsville.
What happened to Bergsville?
It becomes a shithole. They send magicians and adventurers to try and destroy it, but you guard it faithfully until the end.
Wow.
Good game, everybody.
Well, the
Hey,
God
it's not
was
just a shithole. It's
During
all a
the, during
shithole,
the
yo.
siege of Bergsville, however, I slip away.
Yeah, you slip away disguising yourself as a human adventurer, and you live a
How
storied
many
career.
do I become like actually strong with skeleton techniques?
You become. There's a point where the skeleton lord becomes ill, and he passes the title on to you.
Oh shit!
And you become the skeleton lord for a brief period of time before being killed.
Divine skeleton technique.
Before being killed by a young up and coming hero.
And that hero is my adopted son because after I left and disguised myself as a human, I developed a family. And my
I love
adopted
that the kid stabs me in a specific way. I look down and goes, "Ah, so it was you." But I've never seen you stab anyone.
And like for a moment, you like see your friend's image hovering over his body, and he goes, "Wait, are you Uncle?" And then you collapse.
I
The-
am
the
one stepping
dagger-
stone
the da-
for the
the
hero.
the dagger he stabbed you with was the one I was given.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so true. That's so sad.
it's the one that I was in. It was never used.
Even though I'm a skeleton, when I see it, a tear trickles out my eye socket.
It's a tear made of marrow.
A single spider crawls out of your eye socket.
You say, "What's your name, son?" And he goes, "Marrow Jr."
I see.
Wow,
So
what a
it's
bad name for a kid.
It's not Zenin then. I'm glad.
And what do you get up to, Grunko?
I feel like Gumbo after the Bone Lord dies and it switches to Marrow, completely out of character, becomes the scheming vizier.
Yeah, you come out on top after everything. You're like,
Yeah.
"Yes, I served you this whole time, humans," and a bag of gold is exchanged. That leads the hero to kill your friend.
Do you regret it once I've been killed, though?
Look, I'm a free agent, yo.
It's like a Grima, bone tongue.
Wow.
Mhm.
That was beautiful.
Well,
You guys are artists.
Thank you.
This truly was our adventure skeletons.
It really was.
So yeah, hope y'all had fun. First episode of Across the Tabletop. We'll see what we got in store next week.
Yeah.
All right. Bye everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Brr.